This is our July 2024 overnighter bicycle tour, and this particular map is created by mybiketraffic.com, and what you're seeing here is the route that we're going to take on day one. And each time you see a little dot, that's me, the green dot, but each time you see a dot intersect me, that's a car that's passed from behind. On this first day, we travel 21.44 miles, 79 cars pass us, and the passing speeds on average are 40.4 miles per hour, and the car that passed us the fastest, car or truck, went by at 61.5 miles per hour. Right now, we are headed up Highway 150, and we're headed up to Julian, Pennsylvania. There we made the trip, or the turn, and we're headed now up Beaver Road up to Black Moshannon State Park. This is an incredible elevation going up here. The grades are from 5 to 13% to the top, and Bill has some horrible cramps during this part of the bike ride. When we get to the top, he has a little break, and then we coast on down to the concession stand at the lake where he can rest and recuperate. We can all rest and recuperate, actually. And then we go over to our campground and make camp for the first day. So this is our route. Right here at the intersection with Underwood Road is the high point, and we're going to stop. You'll see that in the video where we stop and talk about Bill's cramps for a little bit. Right in here, we're headed down past the lake, and it's downhill, a lovely coast down. And right there we go to the concession stand, and then up to the campground. Now, I want you to watch at the campground how many times we kind of go around here looking for the best campsite. All right, right there we stop and camp at Site 4. All right, July overnighter. It's about 10:10 in the morning and 75 degrees. And we're going to meet Bill and whoever else is with him, probably Shelly and hopefully Stephen. Over at Lycan's Market. The sun just feels intense. Bright day. Only Shelly and Bill met me at Lycan's Market, and that's Shelly. And here we are on Beaver Road, headed up from Julian to Black Moshannon Lake, and Bill and Shelly have left me behind on this grade. Stopped at the top.
Because I told Bob, you weren't far behind me, and all of a sudden I didn't see you, and I thought, oh, maybe you
saw there was crap, and then I went over in the shade on that side of the road and stopped. I'd go like from here to the little farther than the sign, then it would hit it again. Then it would go from leg to leg. That's I never had a cramp before like that. Usually act like it doesn't ride.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you, I lost a lot of weight coming up that hill, just in water. And every climb up deserves a wonderful coast down. Here we are riding pretty close to on a flat grade, and that's the main office off to our right of Black Moshannon State Park. We're going to come up to the corner up here and then make a left and go on over to the concession stand where we will rest. We will make this left up at the corner. We see that car turning right there. Across the bridge, and off to our right is a swimming area, and you can hear the children that are out there swimming in the lake at the beach, just having a wonderful time. There's also boat rentals then on our left.
We're okay. I bet it does. And a little rest.
This right takes us down to the concession stand. Site number 4. My tent is right behind those wet clothes that were hanging out to dry. And Bill and Shelly are on the other side of the site. There's our picnic table, and Bill and Shelly's tents are over there. It's
Somebody
early,
was down
probably
a little
about
bit on the other
4:30,
one there.
but we decided to walk back down to the concession stand for supper instead of fixing freeze-dried.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yep.
And we was down this way, and the kite came down and says, "Oh, there's a path."
Right here with our dogs. Dog owners be considerate.
That one goes down, and that one goes down. Let's take this one.
There are at least 3 pathways up and down from the campground to the concession stand.
Yeah, I suppose they're charging him extra for his onions.
Sorry I set the camera right in the sunshine, but we're talking about a man who got our order instead of his own here. And Bill had onions and then had to reorder onions.
I think they're mine.
Shelly said we shouldn't hang around with you anymore on this.
I agree.
You're bad luck.
This is not my tour.
Now here we're taking a different path back to the campground, and I just love this little area right here. Right now we're trying to figure out what the gizmo is on top of that. It looks like maybe a well or a hole there. No one really knows. Somebody's guessing Wi-Fi. Somebody's guessing it measures the elevation of the water, maybe down in that well, if that's a well. But the one thing that I really like is that bench. That bench looks just like a children's book unfolded. And see all the leaves right there, all the pages right there on the top of that bench. Beautiful path back to the campground.
Probably a more expensive one because the sewage is right there, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Bet you the ground's really flat in that playground.
And here we are back in the campground, and Shelly mentions that we might have really set our tents up in the playground, which would have flat ground. Day 2, and we leave the campground, cross the bridge, back on Beaver Road, and we go right to the top where we stop to rest before going downhill, and then decide which way we're going to descend back down to the highway. We decide to go my traditional route, and we will do real time, or we'll make the big corner, we'll do real time all the way back down to the highway. So just enjoy the descent. This route cuts off a little distance for me. It's only 16.93 miles back to my house. 34 cars passed us on this day, with speeds averaging 44 miles per hour, with the fastest one going by at 66.7. Right about here I say goodbye to Bill and Shelly. They have over 20 more miles to go before they get home. It's about 7:30 in the morning as we leave the campground, and it's just a beautiful morning. You can see the sun sort of filtering through the trees. Looks like the lens on my camera is still a little bit dirty. But what a wonderful ride out. And one of the things that I really appreciate in leaving a campground on this one, you get a coast out instead of a climb out. It's wonderful to start the day with just a nice, easy little coast. That's Bill out front, and followed by Shelly, and I'm pulling up the rear. But I just love how the eastern sun is filtering through the trees to our left. We're about down now to the concession road, or the road that the highway that the concession stand comes off of. Wonderful morning. And here we turn directly into the eastern sun and cross the bridge back over the lake. At 7:30 in the morning, there are no children over there swimming. In fact, There are very few cars even here at the lake right now, this early in the morning. Here we are approaching the highest point elevation, and we're going to be going downhill from here. We'll stop and pull over. This is the same spot we pulled over when Bill was having his cramps and rested for a little bit. We're going to stop and pull over and determine our route down. Then, in real time, I'm going to give you the full ride down to the highway here. So just enjoy the downhill.
Oh, horse. I was just talking to my bike, wasn't stopping. How are your legs?
Good.
Good.
I can still feel it's not damp.
Sore from being cramped.
Well, Bill, let's go down and then take that left and not go all the way on Steel, but take that left and then cut back over to Steel. You know what I'm talking about?
Go down, make a left.
Well, we'll make the right onto the road,
Yeah.
then down and down, and then make that left,
Yeah.
and then come back onto Steel. Not take Steel that whole way.
Yeah. That's still a whole way to blow out my brakes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll go the way I usually go.
Yeah. Yeah. Down the. We almost hit the deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait. We get separated. We wait at the
Corner.
the post left.
Yeah. All right. Well, take a couple pedal strokes and then you won't have any more left. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Were those deer still there? One. That's about where I hit the one the time before. There were a couple of them in there when I came down. One of them just standing there. And I kept talking to her. Don't you run out in front of me.
And here Bill and Shelly leave me. They still have quite a few more miles to pedal on to Altoona, and I'm just about a mile away from my house. But it was a great overnight tour. Had a wonderful time.
Yep, you guys be safe.
Hope you enjoyed riding along.